Hello everyone, welcome to kk4z. My name is Scott and I'm off on another adventure. Today is January 5th, 2024. My first trip of the new year. I'm going to Vogel State Park. There's a winter weather advisory there for tonight, freezing rain, so it's going to be exciting. It feels good to get out. I spent the last week and a half being sick with the flu, COVID, something cruddy. And today I'm breathing well. I walked 4 miles this morning, so my health is coming back. And the good thing about having the flu, COVID, crud, whatever it was, is I'm getting my weight back down to where it was before the holiday season. I got a few more pounds to go, but that was one of the benefits. Looking forward to hear you guys on the air. It's going to be a me and the Key weekend, excuse me. It's going to be a me and the Key weekend, meaning no FT8. We're just going to do pure CW on the Ellicraft Brothers. So we'll see you out there. Hello everyone, welcome to kk4z. My name is Scott, and this weekend I'll be doing a POTA activation at Vogel State Park in north central Georgia. We're about 25 miles from Dahlonega, Georgia, I think. Anyhow, it's going to be an interesting activation. Vogel Park is not on a mountaintop. It's high up. It's about 2,500 foot above sea level. But we're, kind of in a little bit of a hole here. And I was thinking about running my MCOM 2 antenna, but I really don't have the space to really kind of run it. I mean, there's maybe, but I didn't want to. I don't like bothering other people, so I think we'll be okay. So today I'm gonna run my 28.5 foot random wire antenna, and it's up in the clear. And then maybe I can bounce out enough to get the required contacts. This is a nice campsite though. Lots of room. This is one of the roomier ones as far as I can put another vehicle in here. And a camp, I've got the campfire ring, I've got the barbecue, I've got the lantern, I've got a big picnic table. It has plenty of width, but it doesn't have length, and that's really what I needed to put up the MCOM 2 antenna. So, but we'll see what we can do, and if not, maybe I'll try to figure something out later on. I've got another antenna or two tucked away I might be able to use, but this hopefully will get me what I need. I'm not after big numbers this weekend. This is going to be a me and the Key weekend, and so CW only, going to try and get my chops up. So we're ready. We are also under a winter weather advisory for tonight. They're predicting freezing rain sometime between 11 p.m. and 8 a.m., which in the case of my random wire antenna, it plays pretty well, because if I feel like it, all I have to do is drop it down and then throw a trash bag over it, and it's secure for the night, and it can, but it's also all my gear is weatherproof, so it could weather the storm, and we just might want to see what the ice accumulation may do to the antenna. I do like to test my stuff for the field. Like I said, part of this is FunCom, part of it's MCOM. It's my standard camper this weekend. The rig du jour is going to be the Ellicraft Brothers. I have my K4z. It's a K3 that I've converted to a K4z. This big bulky wire here is a microphone adapter for a Heil microphone. I have an MCOM net in the morning I'm going to check into for SSB. And if it wasn't for that, that would not be there. It's just going to be there for the net, and then it's going to disappear. I'm also going to record a little bit. My ThinkPad And then my new paddles. These are Vogel Expeditions. The color is tortoise. And I've got my, see if you can see it, my call sign on. Thank you, my lovely wife, kk4z, got those for me. And we're kind of getting ready for the storm. I'm all set. That little blue heater right there heats this whole thing, this whole place so warm that, excuse me, it'll just about run you out. Oh, excuse me. And I have to turn the roof vent on. Something I did this time that I didn't do last time is I added a strip of duct tape across here to help prevent water intrusion. Last time it wasn't bad, but I didn't like it. And so hopefully this will be just enough just to keep the water out. But that's it. Like I said, it's cold here. It's chilly. And this is my first outing in a while. I spent New Year's Day, Eve, week being sick with the flu or the COVID or the crud or something, but I was homebound, and this morning is the first morning I actually went walking, and it felt like walking, and then, well, I figured I reserved this park about 4 or 5 months ago. I told my wife, I said, I'm going to go camping. I'm going to try it, and if I start feeling bad, I can just come home. So I'll get at least one night. You know, if you cancel a reservation, they still keep some of the money. But this worked out well. I got enough points where this is a free weekend for me. I didn't have to pay anything for the campsite. Because every time you go camping in Georgia, you get X amount of points. And after you get so many points, you get, so many points means a night free. And I had enough points gathered where I can have the whole weekend free. So that was pretty good. All right. Enough of me rambling on. I just wanted to check in, let you guys know what I'm doing. I may go QRV a little early. Let's see. Okay, I guess that's the way that goes. All right. I may go QRV a little early and see if I can get 10 before 7, and then do some afterwards. But I gotta think about dinner here because it's going to get dark in about an hour. All right. I'll check back with you later. Thanks for checking in. Hello, everyone. I'm back again. Give you a little bit of a status update about me and my equipment and everything else that's going on over here. It's definitely a different activation this time around. First off, me, I wasn't as well as I thought I was. I had the flu bug, and it hit me pretty hard, not real hard. I I didn't leave the house for a couple days, and didn't do much except, complain. But over the past day or so, I started feeling better. This morning, like I said earlier, I went out on a 4-mile walk, and that went okay. And I had a normal breakfast, and I said, well, okay, I'll go do this activation. I feel like I'm pretty much back to normal. Well, as you heard in the earlier part of this video, I started kind of coughing and hacking, and then I started not feeling real well, and then I said, okay, well, I'm not there. So I am a little under the weather, and it's affecting me. Usually when I eat dinner, I eat outside, and it's kind of cold outside. I think the temperature is probably mid-30s, which is not real warm, but I was cold. And I'm not used to being that cold at that temperature, but I was cold. I was so cold that I had to turn on my overhead heater on, which only has 2 speeds, on and off, to warm this place up for me, because my little ceramic heater wasn't doing the job like I normally thought it would. Well, it wasn't the little heater, it's me. I just couldn't keep heat in, and so I ate dinner and I ate a few extra calories. I came in here, turned on the overhead heater on, got it nice and warm in here, and I finally started feeling. You can see I'm wearing my shemagh, and I'm not feeling too good. I'm feeling it now. I'm starting to get that kind of run down feeling. So, how much longer this is going to last? Am I going to stay the full weekend? Am I going to go home tomorrow? I don't know. I'll at least spend the night out here. I feel that. I don't feel that bad. Yeah, that sounded good. But tomorrow I may call early and just go back home and lick my wounds. The other interesting thing, I'm going to change hands here. See if I can do this without putting my thumb over you. All right, we'll try that. The other thing was CW. I got out here a little bit late. And by the time I got set up and everything and kind of got ready to go, I only had about a couple hours of yesterday available to work. And so I thought, yeah, you can tell I'm feeling good. So I decided to, get on the air and spin the dial a little bit and see if I can hear CW signals, and that would determine, whether I was going to get on. Maybe I could make my 10 before the day ended, and then make some more for the new day, which is right now today, and just take it from there. Well, no sooner than I got done spinning the dial and getting myself set up to operate, I got a tickle in my throat. That's what I had earlier. I got cough drops somewhere. Sorry for all the coughing. But I no sooner got ready to operate than all the CW went away. Just poof. It's like they all went on strike or they all went home to eat dinner at the same time. And I was on 3 or 4 different bands. I was on 20, 30, 40. I think I went up to 17. And I made one CW contact. And that took me almost an hour to get that one CW contact. Not only wasn't anybody hearing me, but I wasn't hearing anybody. And so I really didn't want to bust the activation. So I had my laptop with me. So I went ahead and got on FT8. And lo and behold, I'm working Canada, France, Italy. I'm working all over the United States. It's like, okay, what's up with this? Can't get a thing on CW, but on FT8, and I'm running 10 watts. I'm making contact. So either everybody ate dinner at the same time, or people just weren't on CW. But I had to make some contacts. I didn't want to bust the activation. I wanted a valid activation. That's what I try to do when I come out here. And so I went on FT8. And I made 10 or 15 contacts before the new day. And now I've made 25 or 30 on the new day. Again, California, New York, New Hampshire, Virginia, Florida. And made lots of contacts on FT8. Man. And so I'm going to call it quits on FT8, because my original premise of this was a Me and the Key weekend, and I was going to do CW. But I'm using FT8 to make sure I have enough contacts for a validation of the activation. So now I have it for yesterday and today, and I can piddle. You know, I can do some tonight, or I can shut it down till tomorrow. Fart around tomorrow on CW if I want. Go home early, work another day. But I'm set. I had the valid contacts, but it really surprised me that it seemed like nobody was on CW when I was trying to operate. And I was calling CQ on all the bands. I mean, I have it programmed into my memory. Just touch a button the way she went, but there was nobody there. So, is it going to be a Me and the Key weekend? Well, I hope I get a few more contacts. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last out here. This scratch in my throat's killing me. I'm going to go try and find some cough drops somewhere. I think there's some in my bag. This sounds a lot worse than what it is. But I'll spend the night, and then depending on how I feel in the morning, I just may pack up and go back home. Supposed to have freezing rain tonight anyhow, so later on I'm going to lower the antenna, put a garbage bag over it, and then tomorrow I either just finish putting it away or send it back up and, you know, try something out. But, you know, I booked these reservations sometimes 4 and 5, maybe even 6 months in advance. I think right now I'm booked through June or July of this year. And so, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. And this time, Vogel State Park, like I said, is located kind of down in a valley. You know, we're kind of surrounded by mountains, so I wasn't sure about the propagation. And so when I first started doing CW, I figured, well, maybe I'm getting blocked. But boy, I went on FT8 and making lots of contacts. So you just never know. And that's what I'm saying. I booked these places, 5 months ago, I didn't realize it was going to be cold and rainy tonight. But, I work with what I got, and that's fine. And I like to do that because it's a bit of a challenge. This time I got a little extra because I don't feel good. But, life is good. So, either I'll check in later on tonight or tomorrow. I'll let you know what's going on. I sound a lot worse than I feel. I don't really feel that bad. I could tell because of the cold or flu, whatever it is I have, that I wasn't holding heat very well, and I can tell my head's stopping up a little bit, and I don't feel. It's killing me. I don't feel 100%, but we'll party on. And you guys, thank you all for visiting my channel. Thank you all for being on my YouTube channel. I continue to grow little by little. I try to bring you real life, real world experiments, so to speak, or activations. I don't doctor my videos. I am going to make them a little bit cleaner. I am going to work on edit them a little bit more and make it a little bit nicer. I'm not going to be like some people that have stuff all over the place, but I am going to try to up my quality a little bit. But still, basically, you're going to get what I do. And it's my hope that you can take my experiences, good or bad, and apply them to you and help you to make you a better operator, be it voice or CW, FT, or whatever. But, it's what I love to do. I love to share what I've learned with other people to help make them a better operator. I mean, that's how I learn from other people. And, that's why there's no fees, there's no subscriptions, just sign up for the channel. The only thing you'll get from me is an email when I upload some new content. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you supporting me and by visiting my blog, visiting my YouTube, putting up with my coughing. And so we'll talk to you later. 73 Scott, kk4z. All right, well, good morning, everybody. This is Scott, kk4z, checking in. It is Saturday morning. It's about almost 9 o'clock. I've been up since about 6:30 or so. I still do not feel well. I did not have a good night. I was chilled most of the night, which is unusual because I normally consider this camper very warm, even when the temps are down into the 20s. And last night, I think it only got down into the 30s, and I think it's probably because I still have a piece of that flu in me. It's the gift that keeps on giving, so I'm not really feeling well, and I can tell I've gotten a little more congestion in me, so this may be an early trip. I am still at Vogel State Park. I did make my my MCOM check into my MCOM net this morning, both on CW and voice, using only 10 watts. The net control station was in South Carolina, and he was able to hear me clearly. That's a heck of a night. Some lessons learned. Wanted to go over that just a little bit because I really don't have much to say. Last night, like I said, FT8 saved the day, and a lesson learned for me was, even though you only plan to meet in the key weekend, keep that FT8 in your back pocket, because nobody is hearing me. I just got done calling for about 10 minutes on 30 meters, just calling CQ on CW. Not a soul responded to me, so it may be where I am in the park. Vogel's probably not the best park to do an activation in, and not compared to some of the other parks I do, so maybe I won't come back here again, but I had to give it a try. Again, FT8 saved my day, saved my bacon, so I'm kind of happy about that. I may do a little more FT8 before I call it a day, but I think I'm going home early. Gonna go home and take some meds and take some preventative measures and feel better. But that's one of the lessons learned. I keep that FT8 in my back pocket, because if it wasn't for FT8, I probably would not have any activation whatsoever today. And whenever I go out, especially when I'm camping, I like to at least validate one day. And so I got 2 days out of this, and that'll be okay. It's still raining. It rained all last night. It's still raining this morning. It's supposed to stop within the next hour, and I'll probably wait till then until I pack up and go home. But I think I'm going home. The other bad thing, this park, like a lot of parks in Georgia, there is very, very, very limited cell service. So I can't even tell if I'm being spotted on the RBN network or not. I don't think I am, just because I'm not getting out. So I may try a little more CW, maybe go up to 20 meters and see if I'm productive there. Maybe do a little more FT8, but really I'm just kind of waiting for the rain to stop so I can pack up and go home. I don't feel well, and that happens, but you go out and you do. I did accomplish my one goal. I did check into my MCOM net, both on voice and CW, using only 10 watts, and I was able to hear most of those stations. So I am getting out, and I am able to make a two-way contact with somebody, just not with the POTA people today. So, all right, I may do one more short video just to, say I'm going home. But anyhow, thanks for watching. This isn't the most exciting activation I've done, but it's a live and learn. And again, when I do my videos, this is how it happens, good, bad, or indifferent. This time I'm not feeling well. This time the band conditions are not good. This time the park maybe not the best park. But this is what you do when you go out, and you take your chances. You dare the system, and I learned. And every time I go out, I learn something about my setup, about my rigs. And that's really what matters. I really like using my K3, even at 10 watts. It's a great radio. It's easy to use. Next time when I do this, I just may not turn the computer on at all and just use my notepad and pencil to go back to what I call a real me in the key weekend. And, bring the laptop and not start it. You know, sometimes it just gets in the way of just having fun. So anyhow, I'll check back later. Again, thank you all for your support, for your participation, and hope to hear from you. Always appreciate your comments, and we'll talk to you later. kk4z. Hello, everyone. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I've been trying fruitlessly to make a contact. I think I made one contact on CW. Nobody can hear me on CW, and I've tried several different stations. I just tried to work kn4z up in DC, and he's hitting me with a S7, S8 signal, and he can't hear me. And so, you know, I don't think it's my equipment. I think it's just where I am in this particular park is not conducive to good HF radio wave propagation. So lesson learned. You know, I feel a little better, but I still don't feel well. And so I'm gonna pack it up and call home. It was still a fun trip. I got to play with my Elecraft K3S. I like the radio a lot. It's 10 watts, and under normal conditions, it's a lot of fun. Today's just, you know, bad conditions are bad. I listened around to some other stations, and you know, there's not a whole lot of people operating. There's even fewer people making it into the RBN and being spotted. So it's just bad band conditions today. But, you know, a bad day operating POTA is better than a good day at work anytime. And even though I don't feel real well, I'm glad I got out. And, you know, glad I got to play with my radio. So I'm going to, you know, pack it up and head back to the house. It's about a 3-hour drive. And take some medicine and get warm. The biggest problem I'm having right now is I'm starting to get congestion up here, and I can't seem to keep warm. And that's, you know, that's unusual for me. I'm usually very warm-blooded, so maybe I need a few more days to recoup before I go on any more adventures. But anyhow, thanks for being with me, and thanks for putting up with this. It just happens, you know. Not all activations are great. I post them all, good, bad, or indifferent. This was still kind of fun, and appreciate you all. You know, it's the people that support my blog and my YouTube channel. You're the reason why I go and do this stuff. You know, my goal is to pass on that, you know, things aren't always rosy. You know, things aren't always good, things aren't always bad, and that you're not the only one that has problems. As you can see, I do too. So anyhow, that's it for now. You all take care. 73s and the best to you, and have a good weekend. This is Scott, kk4z, saying 73s and out.